UI Charitable is a philanthropic advisory and planning firm. We specialize in donor advised funds, but really we do all things charitable giving. So it started out as a donor advised fund, and that's where the partnership with Portside Wealth has been very natural, working with their advisors on donor advised funds. But as we've grown and developed, we've had a number of different charitable vehicles actually spin off of that donor advised fund. So now we have a much more exhaustive offering from a philanthropic perspective, and advisors really take to that when clients want to do unique things. Where we align really well with Portside Wealth as partners is in our use of donor advised funds, and really the main goal of making the advisor look like the rock star. And that's why donor advised funds are so useful to them. Essentially, they're a charitable giving savings account that a client sets up. When they contribute to it, they get an immediate tax deduction, and then the advisor continues to manage those assets. They grow tax-free, and then the client can give to their individual favorite charities over time. Part of the big benefit to advisors is that when that DAF is established, they continue to be the advisor on that account. They can bill on those assets, they're investing them the same way they would a non-DAF account, and they kind of align the client's charitable strategy with their overall financial plan. We have a much more high-touch and personal relationship with advisors, where they're calling directly to somebody from our team rather than an 800 line, and they're able to get problems solved very quickly through us. So we offer a lot of flexibility when it comes to funding that donor advised fund, whether that's cash, public securities, privately held business interest, or real estate, kind of whatever asset makes the most sense for their client's financial strategy to fund the DAF, we want to be able to cater to that. And then when it comes to managing the account, as I mentioned, advisors continue to manage, they bill on that account, and they can invest it flexibly, just like they would any other non-DAF account. And then the third is clients oftentimes have unique charitable goals. Most mainstream DAFs will allow you to give to domestic nonprofit organizations. Our goal is to help clients give to whatever they feel passionately about. And so they can give domestically, they can give internationally, they can give to nonprofits, for-profits. There's a world of possibilities, and we want to be able to help clients achieve those goals. The donor advised fund and the charitable giving conversations are very important to advisors, and they're growing in importance because of the data that's coming out that shows that they manage much more assets when they're having these charitable giving conversations. They have a much higher net promoter score, and their business grows faster in a more organic way when they're having these charitable giving conversations. So DAFs in these conversations are becoming a very popular prospecting tool. One of our most unique and exciting experiences was with the Portside Wealth advisor. The advisor had their largest client that was a passionate charitable giver, and they figured out about donor advised funds and realized that this was a great fit for them. The client ended up kind of just recently passing away, and they wanted their DAF to exist in perpetuity. They wanted it to keep spinning off interest, and for a lot of these payments to continue to go to their favorite charities and have a much greater impact than just their lifetime. And that advisor gets to continue helping the heirs to work on this donor advised fund, continue managing those assets, and continue making a difference for that family. The partnership between Portside Wealth and UI Charitable is a differentiator for their advisors because it gives Portside this holistic offering and a very unique charitable offering. And then at the end of the day, it helps their clients achieve their charitable goals.